just had coffee and stuff. Just put on my dirty clothes because, yeah, the tide is really low, so we're gonna be taking off patches and working on the engine, getting real dirty, so I don't want to ruin my shirts. But just like last night in the last episode, just gotta lay in the mud and work on the boats today, I think. Alex, yeah. Day 3. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Good.
Kapoy?
No.
Walay kapoy. No, boss man.
Just getting things measured up so we can get the patches cut correctly. We got to try to get some of these in here so that the boat will actually float up high enough to get more cribbing underneath here. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be pretty, but we got to make it solid. That's the goal.
Yeah, just make back seat in the yellow box or something. So basically, when they wrecked the ship during the typhoon, they didn't have much time or anything, so they just made these patches out of not so good wood, not marine plywood like this. So it's been sitting here on the beach for a year, and this shitty plywood just it's got worms and it's rotted and stuff. So we have to take off the patches and put on our own temporary patches just to get it floating so we can tow it to the boatyard. We can't really fix the whole thing here. We can't reskin the hole where it's at. So we just have to get our own patches on that are not leaking yet. And so first we have to take off. I mean, they had shitty wood, but they have this crazy glue like cement. See right here? So it's like really on there. So we're having to like carefully chisel our way through it without making more holes. And once I get under there, and the problem is the nails. It'd be easier, but I keep hitting a nail. So then I gotta take some off and then get the nail out. But we're getting there. This hole's almost done. And then we got some more. So Alex, what are you doing?
Yeah, I want to dig this one here to let the water will flow out. This one here.
So the water will go out?
Yeah.
Awesome. So these guys are digging out from under each patch that we have to do, so that on the next low tide they'll be easy to get to work on, because we might not have a lot of time between tides where we can sit down there and form some metal patches and then the putty and all that. So just digging out underneath each one.
This is where I'd like to get that plank right there. And
yeah.
The tide has stopped going out, has now started coming in quickly.
Yeah.
So
we'll try to get a plank under there so we can put some barrels on there to float the back in. Here comes the tide again. But we got all the patches off that need to get off. Now we're just gonna put some planks underneath, try to be ready. Not today, but we'll float it pretty soon. I mean, this is a bad spot here. It came down in the mangroves and just tore up this planking, but it's pretty high above the water level, so it's not a huge issue right now for getting it towed over to the boat yard. Of course, the whole boat is going to get reskinned, but for the moment we're just trying to make it waterproof so we can tow it to a proper builder.
Hey guys, if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. The link is down below. Channel members get all kinds of perks, including free diving, discounted dive courses, awesome t-shirts, and a lot more. Whatever you do, I want to thank you so much for all your support. Thank you.
Making these notches so we could tie the rope around it because there's nothing to put it on. Then we can slide it under the boat.
There.
Is the hole big enough?
Yeah, just tip it underneath there. Are you putting it up? Putting it?
I'm gonna pull it this way so I can dig.
Okay, just. Okay, hang on. Okay, I feel the board. Man, we're close. Just wiggle it front to back and push at the same time, because you're almost underneath there.
Well, we got the plank as much under the boat as we could. Now we're taking the floats off the front of the boat and putting them back here so we could lift this. This is the heavy end of the boat with the most patches. So we're just putting these floats back here, these barrels, on the outriggers. And then we'll slide this board more and go from there. Oh. All right, we got the floats on both sides in the back. So it is hotter than two squirrels humping in a wool sock. We're gonna go take a break until high tide. Then we can see if it floats, get some more planks underneath, and take some more pieces off the engine, maybe the head or something. So I got a minute, take a break. Harder than break. This is hard work right now. And I haven't really had time to sit down and talk to the camera, talk to you guys, and just kind of give you my thoughts on this boat, because this is a massive project. This is a massive leap for Critter Republic that we just started this year. So, I mean, what are my thoughts? I got a lot of opinions and stuff coming at me, and where I appreciate it, especially from people that know more than me, which is everybody. You know, people are saying boat is too much of a hassle. It's always in repair. It's always this and that. And I know that, but you know, you can't be an airline without an airplane. You can't. How are you gonna be a dive shop without a boat? You know, of course, you can, but I'm not interested in just having a little shack, a little tiny shop where I have 1 or 2 students a year and I'm perfectly happy. If I have any ambition at all, I always need to be expanding and growing and scaling my business, scaling whatever I'm doing. I'm never satisfied, which I think is good. You know, if I was satisfied, I never would have traveled the world, never would have saw as much as I have, never would have come to Philippines, never would have got scuba certified and found that passion in the first place, never would have met my wife, all my friends here, my new life, everything. That the best things that I can think of in my entire life are because I took chances outside of my comfort level, outside of my comfort zone. You know, they always say success is on the outside of your comfort bubble, so I have to do it. I'm young, I could take chances, surround myself with the right people, and take a chance on this boat. I know It's a lot of work. It looks horrible right now. I guarantee you some of you are like, oh, that's such a bad boat, scrap it. But you got to see the potential, not just potential of an awesome boat, awesome dive boat, but the business. Like I said, when we're searching for the boat, I got so many divers. I'm spending 50 to 100,000 pesos a month on renting other people's boats. Yeah, and I'm driving to most of the dive sites. So what does that tell you? That's just for Apple Island trips. That's not for my students or whatever. So I'll not only save 100,000 per month, I'll be able to go do more. You know, I don't know how many students I've turned away, or divers, saying I don't have enough people to rent a whole boat. I'll send you to this shop, my other friend's shop, my other friend, and so that's more business. We only got 2 divers. I don't care. Let's go. All we have to pay for is diesel and our crew. So that's more business, more business. So I think, yeah, if I'm in the same position in 5 years as I am now, or even 2 years, then I failed. So I'd rather put all my efforts, my friends' efforts, and ambitions into this, and see it sink and explode on the way home on day one, than try nothing at all. Because we already know what's gonna happen if I do nothing at all. Nothing. So I'm a risk taker, and that's what this is. You guys stick with me on this series. I swear you're gonna see one awesome dive boat around Darwin, taking our students and our divers. Right, Elvis?
Yeah!
So yeah, I gotta stop talking and get back to work. So we're taking a break, waiting for the high tide to come up and float the boat, and we're just kind of messing around with this wheelhouse, because over here in Cebu it's just island hopping and stuff. A little bit different use over in Darwin, where we're from. So we're just kind of making some measurements and designing and seeing how we would change this. So let me show you one of my ideas. So one of my ideas, here's the pilot house. The captain's gonna be right here. Cool. We don't need this giant freaking pilot house. So what I would do is put a wall right here. The captain and whoever can just have a bench right here going all the way across. And then here in the back, put a wall here. And you have 2 more rooms. So maybe here on the side, I would put a door, so we could have emergency kit, oxygen, first aid, whatever, in a secure thing. If we have an emergency, we would run up here, just open the door here, pull out first aid, whatever we need. On the other side, you'd have another door on the outside, and you got life jackets, spare dive equipment, some wetsuits hanging up, I don't know, whatever. And you could do that. But here in the back, this storage, it would only be like this deep. Dexter, I'm gonna shut this door. So this room would only be like this deep, like 2 or 3 feet. Hello. So this room could be walled off as well, and we'll make this like a big bathroom. Take away this seat, and we'll put a toilet in one side and like a big changing room, because people like to get changed. And then I'll cut a door in the back. So I'll show you that from the back of the boat. I also kind of want to get rid of this little rail, because unless you're Filipino, you can't really walk here. It's skinny, it's short, there's no reason. So we might as well just extend this wall another 2 feet on each side. That makes the building strong, wider, more room, and there's really no reason for this rail. It looks cool, but nobody could fit in there anyway. Here you can see the rail, what I'm talking about. It's kind of like a gangway or something, I don't know. It looks cool idea on drawing, but when it's this small, it's kind of useless. So maybe extend the walls on each side, the same on the other side, a little farther. Or if we don't do that, because that's a lot of work, we can cut the rails off and make table or more gear storage, something. Either way, my guess is eventually these rails are gonna go. But yeah, this is the side of the pilot house. We'd have another small door here for storage, right there, and on the other side, here's a small room for the captain, just a bench seat in there, some nice chairs. Here's what it looks like up front. I'm not sure what we'll do, but I think the rail has to come off, and I either want to fill this with cushions, like waterproof outdoor cushions, and make it like a nice seating area. Of course, we'll have a shade, or maybe we'll make it a table, because this is a nice table, but it's more for gear and our dive crates. We need a table for coffee, snacks, all that. So I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Because maybe we put a chair here and make that cushion, and on the sides, table. Maybe we'll do both. Who knows? But you can see here where we would just extend the pilot house, make it twice as wide, just because this is kind of wasted space. Nobody could fit in there except for a little tiny Filipino. Here's the other side. We would have another door here for storage, one small room going all the way across. Here in the back is where this bathroom would be, the changing room. Of course, downstairs is the motor, but we could have a cover there. We could have some steps going up here and a door here on the back that would go into a changing room, bathroom, that kind of thing, with the door here on the back. Alex reminded me we also need like a grill and cooking area. So I showed him some photos of like the grill that they got on boats in America. It would go on the rail and hang out on the outside of the boat on this rail. Maybe sturdy it up a little, but you know, it doesn't have to be here taking up space. It'd be here. You go like this, open it up, do your hamburgers and whatnot. Or maybe even out the back. Maybe not out the back, because we could jump off the back of the boat. But how sweet would it be to have a grill right here? Then you got the back of the boat. What should we do here? Alex said maybe we could flatten the floor out so that it's just a flat platform instead of like these big lips or you know, tripping area. Just make the floor flat all the way out to the point, and you got like a platform for jumping off of, or another grill, or a couple seats. You know, you could put a couple bench seats here on the side. I don't know. Don't cover the hatch, don't cover the anchor point for the ropes and that, but I think if it's not too expensive, it'd be kind of cool to have a flat floor going all the way to the back. You think so, Dexter?
No. I just want to be a hater.
Of course, I've showed you guys the front of the boat, and I like how it's open as well. There's jumping off areas for divers here. Don't mind the mess. I mean, we've just been like living on the boat, working on this damn thing day and night. But right here, you can see some lips. It'd be nice to have the floor flat there as well, so that it's easy for a diver to come up here like this and just step off without tripping on anything. You know, I mean, as easy as it sounds to just not trip over something when you're getting in the water with all your gear, we have a ton of brand new students that if they could trip on something, they do. So just want to make it as awesome and convenient as possible while we're doing the work. So guys, let's call that a video. Let us know what you think we should do on the design of the deck. Make it the ultimate like scuba diving setup, the ultimate scuba boat. Of course, I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. We got to do these patches and the whole work, replace the engine. We got a lot of stuff to do. We just got to get the temporary patches so we can tow it to a proper boatyard and work on it. But that's next. Today, we think we're done for a while. We're gonna go back to Darwin in the morning, go back to our island. We got students and stuff at the shop, a lot of stuff to do, so we'll go home, do a little bit of research, check out some boatyards and stuff like that, and then we'll be back here this week to work on the boat some more. So yeah, let us know what you think.